Welcome forward to star 45 of our 46 reflections, so we're almost there. And the three words we're going to be using today to help us orientate ourselves through the scriptures are mercy, motivator, and courageous. So coming towards the end of Matthew 7, everyone then who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise person who built their house on rock. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall, because it had been founded on rock. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not act on them will be like a foolish person who built their house on sand. The rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and great was its fall. Again, if you want to stop the video and give that some thought, particularly in terms of those three words, mercy, motivator, and courageous. There's a couple of things that really come to mind straight away. First of all, again, I suppose the scriptures are, certainly, I don't know how to explain it, but you can certainly apply Lama here again. And you've got this concept of the house and the weather and it crashing down, and that reminds me of the Three Little Pigs story. So again, but a really valid point, and you can extract a lot of moral guidance from that. So again, look for opportunities to look for other allegorical stories, if you like, or ways of looking at it, and again extracting the more metaphor, and then also looking analogy in your own lives and about how that can help us live. So anyway, so let's move on. The other thing that comes straight to mind is that it talks, well, basically it says that whoever hears my words, this Jesus speaking, and acts upon them is a wise person. And it talks about the building of the house. So again, you could look at that literally, and then but also look for the deeper meaning clearly and the metaphors there, and that's really important. But just playing on that, or just that small part, it's clear that whatever Jesus says, so we've got this word motivator, that's really active. And I think if we, hearing the words of Jesus, he motivates us to then act. And I suppose going throughout all these star reflections, there's been a lot of focus on that. How should we act? And but the other two words, courageous and mercy, I think no matter what he says, how we act is important, but we have to act courageously and with mercy. So his main message, or God's main message, is love and mercy. But for us to actually live that out requires us to be quite courageous, particularly in this day and age. So just trying to bring this down, because I suppose it's sort of not simple, because there's a lot there and you can really dig deep on this one. But it also makes me think about choices and this concept of identity, and how we build up our identity. But do we build up our identity on what we actually do, or on who we are in Christ, which is more important? So I just want to give that some thought. So yes, we've got to build our life up on Jesus, the rock, the foundation, which one could argue is one of the key parts of that rock is mercy. And then we could talk about that for a while, but it's that rock is what Jesus says and does, but also it is about what we then say and do. But more importantly, it's about who Jesus is and who we are in Christ. So our foundations, or this rock, if you like, that's acting as the foundation, Jesus, does give us our identity. And it's not just about what we do and what we say and what we do, but it really is about who we are in Christ. And I think if we do focus on our identity in terms of who we are in Christ, then the doing and the saying will look after itself, or at least Jesus will look after our doing and our saying through us. So, interesting, a lot there again, and God bless, and our last reflection tomorrow. God bless.